All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about how a simple live stream can basically crack open the doors of your local government, turning a once closed meeting into a digital town hall that's open and accountable to, well, everyone. Think about it for a second. How open is your local government really? I mean, the decisions that impact your property taxes, your kids' schools, your neighborhood streets, they're all made in public meetings. But let's be honest, how many of us can actually show up? For most people, it's just not going to happen. You've got work, family, maybe a disability that makes getting there tough. Showing up to City Hall on a Tuesday night, it's a huge hurdle. And that creates this massive information gap, leaving a lot of us completely in the dark.
And look, this isn't just about convenience. It's a genuine transparency problem. Because if you can't see what your elected officials are doing, how can you possibly hold them accountable? That right there is a major challenge to the way our communities are supposed to work.
This all ties back to this core idea of open government. Many states even have what are called sunshine laws that legally require public access. In this century, live streaming isn't just some nice-to-have feature, it is probably the most powerful way to actually fulfill that legal and ethical duty.
So, how do we fix this transparency problem? Well, the solution is already right here in our pockets and on our desks. Streaming is the key to closing that gap and building a town hall that actually works for the 21st century.
I mean, just look at the difference. The old way was exclusive. You had to be physically present in that one room at that one time. The new way? It's inclusive. You can watch live from your couch, listen in during your commute, or just catch up whenever you want with an on-demand archive. That simple change totally redefines what it means to participate in your community.
What this does is it creates a digital town hall, and the benefits are huge. Right off the bat, it checks the box on legal mandates. It gives access to citizens who are disabled or homebound, and it creates a permanent public record. But more than that, it actually gets people talking online, bringing way more voices into the conversation about what's happening in their town.
Okay, so you can't just prop up a phone and call it a day. Not if you want to do it right. To produce a high-quality government stream that actually serves the public, you need a plan. So think of what's coming next as a kind of micro-masterclass.
It really just boils down to 4 clear steps. First, plan everything around the agenda so viewers know what's coming up. Second, get the right gear for your situation. Third, and you can't skip this one, test everything beforehand. And finally, go live, but make sure you archive that recording so people can find it later.
And when we say gear up, that doesn't mean you need a Hollywood-level budget. Not at all. It's totally scalable. A small town can get started with just a phone, a tripod, and a good external mic. A bigger city? Yeah, they might go for a multi-camera setup with a direct audio feed. The key is to pick the level that fits your needs and your resources.
All right, now this is probably the single most important takeaway from all of this. Seriously, it's not about having super crisp 4K video. It is all about the audio. If people watching at home can't clearly hear the names, the motions, and the votes, the entire stream has failed. Crystal clear audio is absolutely non-negotiable.
Okay, so you have the gear, you've got your audio sorted out, but where does the stream actually live? This decision is huge because not all platforms are created equal, especially when you're talking about official government business. You've basically got 2 main routes you can take. You can use public social media, which is great for reach and getting the word out, but for the official public record, you really need a professional platform. Why? Because you need control over the content, you need the reliability that it won't crash during a key vote, and you need the security to prevent any disruptions. So what makes a platform professional? Well, it's really a checklist of must-haves. You need stability, so the feed doesn't drop in the middle of a crucial debate. You need embedding and branding control, meaning the video player lives right on the official government website, not on some other site with random ads. And then there are the crucial features, like security to prevent hacking, live captions for accessibility, and searchable archives for the public record. This is where a solution like Dacast really shines. These platforms are built specifically for these kinds of needs. They provide secure, reliable streaming, and they offer what's called white label service, which basically means the video player can be branded for the city and embedded directly on its own website. It just feels official and trustworthy.
All these technical details, the mics, the platforms, the archives, at the end of the day, they all serve one primary purpose: to improve the citizen's experience and, by doing that, improve the health of our civic life.
So, looking ahead, these are really the new standards. As viewers, we should expect a reliable stream that doesn't buffer, We should expect live captions to make it accessible for everyone. We should expect searchable archives to easily find past decisions. And we need crystal clear instructions on the difference between just watching and officially participating.
And this is exactly why that quality is non-negotiable. Look at this. Viewers get frustrated and just click away when the audio is bad, when there are these long, unexplained breaks, or when technical glitches keep interrupting the feed. A bad stream doesn't just look unprofessional. It actively undermines the whole goal of transparency by literally making people tune out.
So, the next time you see that your local council meeting is going live, you can ask a much smarter question. It's not just that they're streaming, but how they're streaming. Are they actually meeting the standards for access, quality, and reliability that true transparency demands? That is something worth finding out.